Nice, nice.
which I guess is the
What you
point
been
of
up
it,
to
though.
lately? Yeah.
I'll be honest. So now that like the cold weather is kind of broken, I was like, all
Mm.
right, maybe the winter thoughts now will go away. And I had a day today that the winter thoughts did not go away. I started listening to like Graham Hancock alternate history stuff and got like
Oh yeah.
really upset about like archaeology and the way that people like don't accept theories about like pre civilizations to ancient civilizations, and I spent like 30 minutes like angry at that for some reason today.
Oh yeah.
And I had to get to a point of like like who the fuck cares? Like why am I sitting here like yeah.
Wh- What's what's Graham Hancock's like thing?
Graham Hancock's big thing is he believes that we are prematurely putting a starting point on like our history, and that we keep discovering more and more things like Göbekli Tepe that are now like
Mm.
Göbekli Tepe is like thousands of years older than the pyramids. But it shows like different things. One, it shows that there's a farming society, and it shows that there were people that didn't even have to work in agriculture. So like there were when you see things like these giant statues and like carved out caves, it means that in that society there were people that had specialty jobs that didn't need to hunt, that didn't need to do anything, and that didn't need to trade
Mm.
goods either. And he's like, part of his theory is that doesn't just happen. Like, there's no other society
Yeah.
where we found to be the first one. And every time we do, eventually we find an older one. And then he gets into like some like theology stuff of like every culture has its own flood myth. He's like, so how can we assume that, if even speaking not in a religious sense, if all these cultures say that there was this great flood, why are we not exploring the possibility that there was civilizations before the flood? And like, it doesn't have to be like
Hmm.
Atlantis. Like, it doesn't have to be that like they were on this level and then like civilization restarted. It just could be that there was simple civilizations that existed prior to those events. But it's like it's all chalked up at this point as like conspiracy theory, and then a lot of it becomes a somewhat of a race issue too, because it's now become this thing where they're saying that this is, throughout modern archaeology, it's been a mainly white male field. So they're saying everything is through this white male viewpoint, and this whole
Yeah.
thing of like we were reporting for a long time that all these ancient civilizations that had like the ancient aliens myths, that it was like, large white figures that came from the sky and ships and all that.
Yeah.
Now the prevailing theory is that those were stories made up by like the Spanish when they found South America, and they convinced the local
Oh.
populations that they were actually gods, and that's why they should have power over them. But I
Huh.
tend to think that that in its own way is this racism that somehow, not to get this far into the weeds on this, but to like to say that like Spanish explorers rolled up and were able to erase the history of these people and convince them of this whole other thing is also like in itself far fetched.
True, but like to some extent, like those people, like if those people have never experienced any
Oh,
other
I lost you
people,
there.
like really any native people, like they would freak out. Be like, oh shit, like these are either aliens or people here to fight me or both.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
for
it was
sure,
never
I could buy
good.
that. Well, it's like one thing I find really interesting is that somewhat is kind of like a middle ground to this theory, is like so the ancient Mayans, if you look at their religion and then you compare it to the Norse Vikings, it is like beyond like the surface level of like comparing different gods to each other and like just their appearances, like
Mhm.
the basic themes of like just the violence and like the meaning of life, and even getting into like the afterlife, like both religions, Norse and Mayan, have like that there's a tree of life with 13 levels, whereas it's the 13 realms of Norse mythology, and the only people who can escape that journey through the 13 realms at the end of their life are warriors and women that die in childbirth. They all believe
Uh,
that everything has already happened and is happening again, with like Ragnarok for the Vikings and the three types for the Mayans. And one of the theories with that is that because the Mayans were around in like when we know of them in like the 14 and 1500s, so it's not as
mhm.
ancient as the civilization would appear on the surface. And kind of my theory is, and I'm sure that this is a also has been explored theory, is that when the Vikings may have found Newfoundland and Canada with like Leif Erikson, I find it
Mhm.
hard to believe that the Vikings would not stick around the Americas in some way. So who's to say that the Norse people, and this would be the 900s to 1100s, wouldn't sail south down the coast of the North America, maybe to Central America, maybe into the Caribbean, and then spread their religion? And then that's why it's so closely tied. And also, we're talking about giant white people coming in ships, and they're
Ooh,
wearing shiny armor. You know, they're not like the Spanish rolling up in like goofy shit with like, you know, like Christopher Columbus clothes. These are like Viking
yeah.
warriors, like 6'5" people rolling up on like 5'2" natives and being like, "Have you guys ever heard of the Tree of Life?"
Fucking like Terminators coming at you.
Like that'd be like, that's where I buy the whole thing of like they could have rolled up and the native people were like, "Holy shit!" Like
Oh yeah,
we've been chipping
yeah.
volcanic
These
rock
people
into
are.
axes. These guys have like steel swords.
Some of these people have guns. What the fuck?
That had to be
Eventually,
really wild when you like the colonial age when they the
like what
stories
is
of like,
that?
dude, there's these stories of like 1,000 conquistadors killing like 100,000 like Aztecs.
Yeah, dude, that shit's crazy.
Like
Like just like
it's like the like
just more
having
technology. It's.
that's like the equivalent of like the
Do you remember?
atomic bomb.
Oh yeah, like we just have something you don't.
Yeah, we could just
Nana boo
destroy
boo.
you guys. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
It's basically like that shit was like the game Civilization happening in real time.
Yeah, they
You
just
know?
they made it to the next stage first.
Yeah. Fuck, they have guns? Oh shit. We still have sticks. We're
Oh no,
fucked.
I haven't put enough research into my armor.
My scientist is failing.
Oh god, I was working on my infrastructure. I thought I could get a religious victory. I was wrong.
I don't play that game much, but it's like you play it like that game is meant to like download on like a random day and just waste like a day and then be like, I'm okay. You know? Like a day or two.
I have an old buddy through work, and he's probably in his 50s, and he just kind of out of nowhere came to me one day, and he's like, "Jack, like, you play video games, right?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Have you ever played Civilization?" And I was like, "Yeah, brother, I played some Civ." He's like, "I got Steam. We should friend each other. We should play Civilization."
Oh yeah.
And now, it is like as bad as it sounds. This is my, you know, this is my weird, some of my weird social shit. Where just I'll see him get onto Steam sometimes, and I'm like, shit, I I need to appear
That's not
offline.
that weird.
Like, what the heck, man? I don't. I like him, and I will play Civ with him, but it's got to hit me on like a random
Mhm.
Sunday afternoon.
Dude, I I don't think I don't think that that's that weird, dude. Like, there there's this one. Well, not one time. I was playing Call of Duty for like a long time, like with this group of people, and one of these people is uh like another person in the group's like dad, and he hops on. But it's like I kind of know this man, right? And
Oh
like
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
coached me
I
in
think I know
like
who you're talking
in
about.
fucking yeah, yeah, probably. He fucking coached me in like football. Like when I
Oh,
was
word.
young though,
This is
like
a different person I'm
before
thinking of
yeah.
then.
Oh, okay. But yeah, like before even like like middle school, like this dude coached me, and then now he's like I'm like hopping on Xbox with him, and like I don't know, it's just a little strange, you know,
Dude,
where like
100%.
I don't know, just like whenever like he hopped on, I was like, all right, I'll play like one or two. I'm getting off. Like just sometimes it's just a little weird
I gotta be on like a
playing with like
really,
a dude in his 60s, not
yeah,
60s, but still,
I gotta be on like an advanced level of friendship with somebody to like actively play video games with them.
yeah,
Like
for
I
real.
really do. Like
Not a, it's also like when you're playing with like a group of people and a new person joins and like they all kind of know and you don't really know
oh, 100%.
that that's kind of weird too. In like real life, that's weird sometimes too,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But
My lady always
yeah,
asks me. She's like, why don't you ever like, why are you never like? Because you'll see stuff online all the time of like when you see like videos and shit on like TikTok videos, like YouTube Shorts that are about like, oh, my
hmm
boyfriend plays video games, and it's always like a dude with like the full like Turtle Beaches on, and he's like,
yeah,
like playing online shit, and that's never me. I'm always just like
yeah.
chilling on the couch, listening to the
You're a lone
TV
wolf.
sound. Yeah, exactly. I'm lone wolfing, dude. I'm just trying to play Sekiro and Elden Ring.
I feel that. No, dude, like
Well, speaking
multiplayer
of,
games are fun, but like you know,
how's
oh,
Helldivers?
Helldiver's pretty fun.
It looks like
At
Earth
first,
Defense
like
Force.
um, yeah, and people say it's very not yeah, Starship Troopers. People say it's like that.
It looks like, yeah, it
Um,
looks like Starship with the bugs.
it's apparently like pretty inspired by that. Like so much so that I saw that Starship Troopers is now like top 5 movies on like Amazon
I
right now.
love that, dude. Starship Troopers rocks.
Um, I need to watch it. It
Oh,
like
you
inspired me to
definitely
watch
need
it.
to
I
watch it.
saw it on there.
It's a great movie.
Hell yeah. Um, but yeah, Helldiver is pretty fun, dude. Like, uh, you just like um, it always puts you in a match. Um, like there's no story. It's always
Mm-hmm.
just an online match. Um, and it just like drops you in. Like think of like Apex kind of where like it but it's always like a different like map and like objective and like
Are there
it's kind of
roles?
complicated. Like no,
Okay.
but like you can try to coordinate because like once you finish a game it puts you back like in a ship with that squad.
Mm-hmm.
um but
What, you can
but
like
yeah, dude, like
choose to
you
stay
like
in the
walk up to
squad,
this. You can, yeah,
or is
like
it
you can
like
leave on your own if you
did you ever
want.
play like Battlefield 1, where it's like each match is like part of a campaign? It's like 4 missions in a row.
Hmm.
Is it kind of like that?
Well, it's kind of like so you walk up to this table and you can pick either the robot side or the alien side. Um, which I've only been doing robot so far.
Okay,
Um,
I like that.
but you like select like a planet and like each planet has a different like percentage. Like do you know how like in Mass Effect 3 they have that like percentage like this is how much like the percentage of survival
Mm-hmm.
of like your mission basically. Um, actually, now that I think about it, it was a bad analogy, but basically, basically just has like this planet is like 75% saved, right?
Okay.
And each planet's different. So like you go to each one, and then like there's different things on the planet, and once you finish a mission, like 1 or 2 points get added to that percent. You know, like the second to last decimal though, like on this long percentage. Um,
So like the whole player
so
base is
like
like working together.
yeah,
I like that a
fighting
lot.
democracy apparently is yeah, it's a cool
You're
idea.
fighting democracy.
Um, that's that's like what they say.
I like that.
And like
It's pretty
liberating.
fun.
Oh yeah, the fucking terms.
Wait, is it
Um,
fighting democracy? Is it fighting democracy or fighting democracy? Like,
fighting
are you fighting
democracy.
democratically, or are you in a quest against democracy?
I can't really tell. I think you're fighting with democracy.
Okay,
Um,
this is a
I
bit
don't know, dude.
Starship Troopery.
Yeah,
Starship
it's
Troopers is all about
it's
like fascism in the military-industrial complex as like
oh,
a
really
satirical war film. Oh yeah.
it. Yeah, dude, I need to watch it because I would definitely like see a lot of parallels. But yeah, dude, it's fun. Like,
I'll watch it with
you
you. I love
choose
that
like
movie.
these different things called like stratagems. Um,
Okay.
and you hold a button and you press on the controller like up, down, down, up, side. Like different things on the keypad to kind of make it like I don't know. They do it kind of like a little challenge
You're
thing,
doing the Konami code?
because you're supposed to do it like while you're shooting people and like and like hit all the like a five to 10 digit little like sequence like on your D-pad. Um, and like those could be anywhere from like helping the dude respawn, from like getting a machine gun to like calling an airstrike on someone, or calling an airstrike like basically everything. It spawns like a little thing in your hand and you throw it, and that's where like whatever you call goes.
Oh, word. I like that.
Yeah. um Another game did that. I can't think of it right now, but like it like throwing thing, oh like it kind of uh like in Mercenaries when you get a car or something and like have like a
Never
smoke
played
bomb and you throw and
Mercenaries.
it comes and delivers the thing for you.
You getting like
um
a care package?
but yeah, dude, yeah, basically.
Ooh.
But each mission puts you on like this map, and you have like 40 minutes to get extracted, and there's like 10 different, not 10, like maybe like say like 2 to like 7 objectives that like you can hit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there's main ones you got to do, but and then like you have time just to do whatever. Like you can walk around, try to review all the stuff, but like you can leave after you get the stuff done.
Do you die and respawn, or is it like a permadeath?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get like an allotment for the squad.
All right.
You get like 25 or something.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Um, but yeah, it's pretty fun. It's cool playing with people too. And, I've been playing on Steam, so a lot of people have mics. But
Dude, Steam. I feel like
it's a
PC
fun
is
game.
so much better with that.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know why.
if I play Overwatch on PC, like I immediately have like at least two or three teammates with mics. Whereas if you go on console,
Hmm.
everyone's just silent. They're either silent
Yeah,
or screaming.
yeah, screaming the N word.
Like, yeah, just ripping slurs. Just they don't want to be your friend. They don't want to work together.
Nope. Yeah, dude, Call of Duty's a rough place. Search and destroy on like a Saturday night.
Oh,
Um, you run into some rowdy people.
I've been getting rowdy on some online games lately. Well, a
Oh
single
yeah.
online game, and it's a game with no mic. But I've been in my living room going ballistic playing Nintendo Sports.
Oh yeah.
I
The
we
new one.
the one for the Switch.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have to play it on Emily's profile because I don't have a Nintendo Online. So I've like decked her
Yeah.
character out and like you like earn like gear for your me by playing the games,
Hmm.
and there's like a competitive ladder for like the different sports, and I've been having a lot of fun doing that and just wigging out over like volleyball.
I
But it
played
is
that game
very
a
fun.
little bit. The soccer was a little weird to me.
Yeah, I
But
don't
the
play
rest
the
was cool.
soccer.
The volleyball. Yeah,
I've
I
been
need to play the
playing
volleyball again because I like barely remember that too.
volleyball's cool because it's like you have to bump, set, and spike, and it's 2-on-2. And then
Hmm.
you move around with the stick, and then everything else is the motion controls.
Okay.
It's all like timing
The
based.
the badminton's really fun, that game,
The badminton is fun.
because like your like controller is the badminton,
Mm-hmm.
and it just like.
Well, did you see that
But like
I
tennis,
found a Wii?
yeah.
Dude,
Where was that?
so it, I almost got to start back a little bit. Where I was at I was in Philly. I was at a place there, and we found this TV that had been at the place I was. They like host events, and the night
Mm.
prior there had been an Italian wedding of like Italian nationals. And what I was told is that those people had bought a TV for the event to like watch soccer or something, and then like the next day they like weren't gonna mail it back to Italy, so they just put it back in the box and put it right outside on the curb. So me and my buddy are
The
like,
hell?
so my buddy's like, "Do you want this?" Because he lives in D.C., so he's like, and he like, I have a truck, so he was like, "If you, bro, I'll help you get this in the car." So I put it in the truck, get it home, take down both TVs in my house, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna put this thing up. We're gonna decide which of these two TVs like we like the quality of the best, and
Yeah.
then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with the third. And after doing
How
all
how
this,
big of a TV?
it was a 64-inch TV.
What the hell?
It was a monster. It was a brand new. Everything was like pristine, dude. I crack open this box. There is like a 36-inch TV that had been shoved in this box. So what I think happened is that this TV had nothing to do with the event. Somebody just in the area had bought a new TV and took their old one and put it in the box to get rid of it,
Oh,
which was just immensely
damn.
disappointing.
That yeah, that probably killed you.
This was like
Damn.
45 minutes of my Sunday. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have a new TV. It's going to be so big. It's going to be so fun. So, immensely disappointing.
Wait, did you take the TVs down
Yes.
beforehand?
Yes.
Oh
I
no.
was preparing everything. I was so excited. Dude, I did all this
Oh my
like
god.
cord maintenance on like my walls. I like totally like redid like all the setups for these two TVs. And then I just pulled out this like piece of shit like RCA, like
Oh,
this
Walmart brand TV,
this
like an Emerson or something.
ridiculous TV, dude. It was crazy. I was so upset. And
Damn.
so I take the TV to the dump, and they have like, I don't know. Have you been to like the dump near me?
No.
So they have like a recycling area, like the big trash area where you can just pull up and like you pretty much like throw trash out of a truck, out of like your car or whatever, over like a cliff, and you just like fill
Yeah.
like and just whatever you want to get rid of. It's just free, or it's not free. You pull in, you get up on a scale, and they weigh you, and then you get
Mhm.
weighed again when you leave, and they charge you by the weight.
Oh.
But it's pretty cheap.
Huh.
It's like under 500 pounds. Of 500 pounds is like $20. It is the best way
Damn.
to get rid of shit that I don't want that like I've ever had
Wait.
in my life.
This might be a weird question, but do they watch you dump things?
Hell no, dude. I could fully get rid of anything.
What?
I could get rid of anything at this
That's
dump.
crazy.
It's nuts. They ask you when you
'Cause,
roll
like,
up, what do you have?
Do you have a body with you?
They but they don't even inspect it because you actually get a fine if you roll up and your trash isn't covered. So like they can't even see in the back of like if you have like a truck or something with like a bed, they want you to like tarp it over. Which they're probably like
That's crazy.
We don't want to see what's in the back because then
Yeah,
we're liable.
exactly.
But they have
What
up
the
top.
hell?
It's awesome. I get rid of so much.
Dude, how many
just-
bodies are in there?
At least
There's
one,
bodies
probably.
in there.
There's
Dude,
there's
there's
a
a
non-zero chance that there's some bodies in here. But they
Yeah,
have
dude.
like when you drive up into the next section, there's an electronics section. Dude, every time I've ever been up to that electronics section, people are throwing out like old like DDoS, like original like Apple IIs, like box
Oh, yeah.
TVs. Because I think what's happened is people are just dying with all like their electronics, and their family's like, I don't want this 20-inch box TV.
20-year-old. Yeah, and this like 25-year-old computer.
But I have two now pretty cool box TVs because I plug my PS2 and my GameCube into them
Nice.
because it looks
Exactly. Yeah,
it
you
looks
gotta do
perfect
that.
on those TVs.
It
Whereas if
does.
you
It
get
really
the
does.
You know what I mean? If you get that HDMI converter, it looks like shit.
Mm. Oh no, yeah, you can't get one of those, dude. It
Mm.
looks, yeah,
Dude, I've got one
can't do it with a
in the
flat screen.
garage that has like a 10-inch screen. It's a little like the ones with like the built-in DVD player on them.
Oh yeah,
This thing is tight. It's so nice.
nice.
But I roll up this time and I'm like, all right, like I'm going to get the TV out, but I'm going to take a little look around. I want to see what people are throwing
Yeah.
out because there's always just some cool shit.
Oh yeah,
And I roll up
your
on
prize
this
was taken away
box,
from you. You gotta find another prize.
and I just saw a Wiimote. I saw a Wiimote with like the rubber like thumb protect thing on it. You know what I mean? It looks like a big
Mm.
toe. And I was like, "Oh shit, a Wii remote. That's kind of cool." And I like pushed a button on it, and it like blinked, and I was like, "Oh, it works! Like, hell yeah, nice." I think like my parents might sell my Wii. I might do a little dumpster dive and get this. And then I see it has a nunchuck connected to it. Score. I pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
I look in the box. It's a full. The first thing I see are two Mario Kart controllers. I look a little bit further. There's an entire Wii system. Now I have not fired it
Nice.
up. I have not checked to see if there's a disc in there.
Mm.
I feel like it wasn't like out there in the rain or anything. Like it probably everything that you get there is from like that day
Oh, really?
because they wrap up everything at the end of the
It's all
day.
out fresh.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
see
okay.
like the old. They have like pallets of like this stuff from the other days. Yeah, so it's all like fresh shit.
Hmm.
Big score. Could not
Damn,
believe
dude.
that I've just found an entire Wii.
There's like probably like millions of Wii's just sitting around.
And there has to be.
It's a highest selling console, I think, of all time.
It did it pass? I know the PlayStation 2 was for a while.
It was.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
I know that because I just saw it on Reddit the other day. I think Wii Sports, the original, is the highest selling game, and that was 68 million. But I don't know if they have to be including the ones that came with the console. Actually, the Game Boy might. If you're not doing home console, I
Bro,
wonder if the Game Boy is the highest.
okay, this is actually kind of wild. First of all, there are more PlayStation 4s than Wii's.
Whoa,
There's
whoa,
more there's more Game Boy and Game Boy Colors, more Switches,
damn!
which is insane.
Switch has been crushing.
Um, well, yeah, dude, since COVID,
Oh
oh
yeah,
my God. I was working at Target at the time. That's all people wanted.
like, and not trying to be sexist, but
Um,
girls are buying Switches.
girls love Switches.
Like girls aren't buying PS4s.
No.
Like I don't know if that goes against
Those are only like
the IGN narrative, but there's a very specific type of girl that's buying like that level console.
it's those people that also make Instagram Reels and maybe stream,
Maybe stream,
you
yeah.
know, or like post on their story, you know, them playing Fortnite.
Absolutely. Like they figured out how to
Yeah.
stream, but they didn't want to
Yeah.
shell out 2 grand for a maxed out PC. They're like, I'll just get a PS4 and a capture card.
Dude, some of them do and get like these fancy ass fucking setups.
I could never wrap my head around the PC
Uh,
stuff on
I'm
that level.
I'm mostly talking about these people that pop up on my fucking Snapchat Spotlight or Snapchat Discover. Um,
I hate everyone I see on Snapchat that's like an influencer.
oh, I want to keep talking about that real quick though. The the DS sold 154 million copies or units, and
Damn.
the PlayStation 2 is 155.
Wait, how many was the DS? 164? 150.
154.02.
Oh, and the PS2 was
Do very
55.
close. Yeah.
Damn.
I think what I get mixed up, and you might have said this, yeah, that um Wii Sports is a high selling game of all time because it came with
It
the
came
Wii.
with the Wii.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Which they shouldn't even be allowed to really count
Um
that then as
no.
I shouldn't count. What do you think? I bet on a top 10 best sell games of all time, if you're not going by franchise, because I'm sure like Madden, FIFA, like 2K are probably the highest selling franchises, but maybe not. But I would say that Call of Duty probably per game has the highest. Because it felt like when
All
we
right.
were like in
So
high school, Call of Duty was breaking it with every game.
it was. Mm,
Maybe it was just
Like
like opening
maybe
weekend.
some, yeah, maybe like some record. 'Cause here are the top 10. Um, tied for 10, or I guess tied for 7, depending on where you want to look.
Hmm.
Um, Witcher 3,
Whoa,
which
I
is
would
wild.
not have put that in the top 10.
Mm-mm. Human Fall Flat, which is
Yeah, I
crazy.
mean, pretty much a mobile game for consoles.
Yeah, pretty much. Overwatch,
Okay.
are all tied, and then it's Super Mario Bros. The original, the 1985 one.
Okay.
Then it's Red Dead 2,
Dope.
Mario Kart 8, um, PUBG. No, oh, by the way, PUBG has 75 million copies sold. Um,
PUBG was so hyped.
oh yeah. Um,
Gonna be the Fortnite
yeah,
killer.
I totally forgot about the games that came after, some games that came after Wii Sports. Um, Tetris
Oh, oh.
didn't come, dude. Tetris that came out, the EA mobile game.
Can I give you a quick
Um,
side note about Tetris?
oh yeah, good.
One of the guys who created Tetris was Ghislaine Maxwell's brother.
What
The guy who was
the
in
hell?
Russia and started using Tetris to pass spy codes using Tetris was Ghislaine Maxwell's brother. Do with that information
The
as you
hell?
like, dear viewer. Also, Ghislaine Maxwell's dad made all the textbooks that we used all through school.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, whatever that it's
Damn.
something Maxwell that like made all our
Yeah.
textbooks, and that's her dad.
The fuck?
Yeah, dude.
Rabbit hole.
That's a full
Goes
rabbit
deeper.
hole.
um, I swear I watched like a documentary about Tetris,
They had a
or like
movie
there's
come
something
out
where
like
like
last year.
they go to Japan or something, and fuck, I have no clue. There's some weird documentary in my head right now.
They did a lot of stuff for the
Um,
Soviets.
yeah.
They were using
Oh,
it to like
oh,
pass it on to
yeah.
people's computers.
That came out. Yeah. I'm thinking of something else though, I think. Um, but Tetris sold 100 million copies.
Holy shit.
Released just before Wii Sports in September of 2006. Wii Sports came out in November. Oh, and the Wii.
Do you think they're
And then it's
including
GTA
like
5.
do you think that they're including for Tetris like Nokia phones?
That, hmm,
Because all those old
maybe.
phones had like Centipede and Tetris and
Um,
these could be nefarious
no, yeah,
lists.
no, yeah. It just says released on iOS, Android, BlackBerry, and Windows Phone.
Might be the Blackberries.
Could be.
Sorry. So wait, so then it
Um,
was GTA 5?
oh no, you good. Yeah. Then GTA 5, 195 million copies.
Damn. Is
Can you
Sky
guess what's number one?
is it Skyrim?
No, where's Skyrim though?
Skyrim's they've done as many re-releases for Skyrim as anything else.
Where the hell is Skyrim?
Skyrim's been on like 12 consoles.
I, I don't see it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I might need to get a different list because I don't know about this one if Skyrim's not on it. Um, yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 sold more than Skyrim. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
No, yeah, no chance. Were they saying Cyberpunk was number one?
No, Cyberpunk is on this list just later, like more like,
Oh,
let's
okay.
see. It's like towards the bottom. Um,
I'm cracking a beer.
but oh hell yeah. Um, Minecraft is number one.
I totally buy that. I completely
Yeah,
buy Minecraft at number one.
absolutely.
Especially being that it was like it's has Minecraft ever cost more than $20?
I don't think so.
Like
Uh, maybe when it came out on physical on the on the Xbox because I don't see him putting out a physical game for $20.
I think, was it ever a physical disc, or
Maybe they could.
was that like
I
when
don't
they
know. I've been
started
wrong a
doing?
lot
You
today.
would go to GameStop, buy a game box, and it had a digital code in it.
Oh, it might have. I forget
I
because
feel
I
like that's
bought
how
it
I remember it, but that doesn't mean that there weren't discs.
through. There could have been a code in there.
How easy would it be to like
Dude,
burn a bunch of blank CDs with Minecraft on the front and like just sell them? Go to
oh
like
my
a
god,
flea market and sell $10 blank CDs with Minecraft on them.
to just to some unsuspecting parents.
Bro,
Like, oh yeah, my kid loves this.
you could probably make bank for one. You could only do it for one
Hmm.
day, dude, because those people would get fierce.
Yeah, one day or just keep hopping around, keep going to different
Keep hitting
little
all
flea
the local
markets,
markets.
be a man on the road.
You're essentially a snake oil salesman.
Yeah, that's exactly what you are. That's funny,
Sell them in little sleeves.
dude. Um, uh, I'm gonna go grab something real quick.
Okay.
Be back. Sorry, I want to grab a little something. I
Ooh, what
grab
you
a
got?
small little bit of that whiskey.
Oh, the stuff I gave you.
Yeah,
That's. Have you tried any of it
dude.
yet?
Yeah, dude. I'm not a big whiskey I would say not a big dark liquor guy, but like just not like that straight. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying.
It's even if
I
you
got
put like
like
a little ice cube in it,
hmm
that is
It
nice.
does change it. Hmm.
Yeah, it's got. It doesn't have like a. It doesn't have like a bite to it really.
Dude, uh me and- uh me and my lady went to the Jameson like factory tour.
Mm-hmm.
Um and like I'm sitting there being like I can't drink like whiskey like that.
Yeah, sampling whiskeys.
Um yeah. And this dude's like, "All right, now keep in your mouth for 5 seconds for the 5 years that they had this barreled." And I'm like, "Fuck,
Dude,
dude."
do you want me to puke in your factory?
Yeah. I was so worried. I was like, "Dude, I'm gonna fucking spit up at the Jameson factory."
All
Dude, I
these
want to
Irish
do that.
people, all these people are gonna think I'm
Yeah, gonna
fucking.
hate the Irish dude giving this tour is gonna be like, "Your name's Sean." No,
They're
the
gonna
fuck, it's not.
they're gonna think I'm a
I'm sorry.
damn baby.
You're not. There's no Irish in you.
You're not Irish at all.
Um. Uh. Dude. Have you seen the movie May December?
No.
May December is now like slight spoilers on this movie. Um. So it's Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman and one of the dudes from Riverdale. Did you watch Riverdale at all?
No. Is it
Oh,
Sprouse?
okay. He's like a no, no, no. He's like a Hawaiian. I don't know Hawaiian. He's like he's not a white dude.
He's a Pacific Islander.
Um, he could be. He could be Asian too. I don't really know. Um,
he's
I
he's
forget his name.
he's not white, but he's not from Africa or Asia.
Yeah,
Possibly
no,
Asian.
possibly. Yeah, yeah, possibly. Wait, hold on. Let me get this dude's name actually. He's May December
Racially
man.
ambiguous
Charles
Riverdale.
Milton.
Charles Milton.
Yeah,
Sounds like
Charles
a
Milton.
Reformation like religious leader.
It really does. Oh, okay. So his mother is a Korean immigrant. Um, okay. So basically, in this movie, dude. So, Natalie Portman, um, is supposed to play Julianne Moore in a film. Um, and like she goes to like their house, and Julianne Moore is living with and married to uh the guy from Riverdale, who I thought it was like her kid at first, and then like they said something to him
Mm.
like, "Okay, Dad," and I was like, "What the fuck?" So, you find out that when Julianne Moore was like 30 or something, she hooked up with a seventh grader,
Oh my god.
and then I think she maybe went to jail. I think she went to jail for a little bit, and then they got married.
So she groomed him.
Yeah, basically, and it just like it's just like
How
I
do
hate
they
when a
frame
movie
it?
goes like a wait, what?
How does the movie frame it?
It's like kind of just like yeah, it is kind of weird. And then like Natalie Portman's like, "All right, so can you like tell me about this?" And then she tells her, and then she's like, "Wait, but aren't you playing me like after the no or before this happened?" She's like, "Yeah, well, I like to get a sense of
Is this
but yeah, like
movie
it's a
is I may have seen clips from this movie. Is it shot like a Lifetime movie?
little bit.
Like is it like a little tongue in cheek like how they filmed it?
Yeah, some of the shots, yeah, you can tell like are maybe not bad on purpose, but
Mhm.
like are done a certain way on purpose.
Okay. I think I
Especially like
have
there's a
seen
shot like
things
near the
about this.
beginning of the movie. It like pans into like Julianne Moore like with her fridge open,
Mhm.
and yeah, yeah, like some of it is like a little campy. Um,
I think that's the
I don't
scene
know if campy
I
is the right
saw
word,
on like
but
a YouTube Shorts or
yeah,
something.
yeah. I saw that too actually before I saw the movie. Um, but yeah, like I hate when a movie is like a little weird
Mhm.
and then doesn't go full weird, you know?
For sure.
Um, because like when it's like based, I don't know, like they try to keep like a realistic story, but also have like Natalie Portman like in the place where like Julianne Moore like had sex like with the seventh grader, and then she's like trying to like pose like as her, and yeah, dude, it's strange. And then like there's weird music playing, and like there's little weird things,
Ugh.
but like
This makes me feel
the
very weird.
can I tell you about the end of the movie,
Absolutely.
dude? So Natalie Portman and the dude like have sex, right?
Mhm.
Um, and then he's like kind of freaking out. I forget exactly like what he's like. I think he's kind of just like, okay, like what now? Like we're like kind of like we're together kind of type thing. And
Mhm.
she's like, no, like what the like no, like um and like there's parallels and like she's using him as um Julianne Moore used him in the past,
Oh,
but
Jesus.
he like dude, and then he like the movie ends. There's like a graduation or something, and like their kids getting um Julianne Moore and the dude's kid is like graduating, and the dad is just watching from far away, and then like basically like she ruined this dude like their family, and
Oh,
then like they talk in the middle of the field like, oh yeah, yeah that like yeah I'm gonna go film my movie now, and she's like, oh okay, and then the movie ends.
that that's some weird Hollywood stuff. I don't like that.
I didn't like it, and then, dude, and then like there's one line I saw people talking about a lot, and they're like, "Oh my god!" So right after Natalie Portman and this dude hooked up, um, the dude was like freaking out, kind of, and Natalie Portman's like, "This is just what adults do." And then like I saw people on like Letterbox being like, with that quote being like, "Oh my god!" Like this movie is like so realistic and so crazy. So like,
Imagine
I'm like,
if this movie was like gender swapped.
it'd be weird. It'd be very weird.
Imagine that would be insane.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
No, yeah, that'd be a mess. That'd
Ugh.
be I maybe it could be made in like the early 90s,
Oh
you
my
know.
god, I don't know if you could ever make a movie where they're like, yeah, this guy. And first of all, they would not be like, this guy had sex with. They'd be like, this guy raped a seventh grader, and now they're
Yeah,
married
basically.
later. And now Richard Gere is playing him in a movie, and goes, "That's just
I
what adults
I definitely
do."
missed mm, I I definitely missed a lot of things, but I did not really like this movie. And
Mm-mm.
I had two friends on Letterboxd who both rated this movie a 5 out of 5. And I was like, am I missing something? Am I There's a YouTuber who I like a lot, and he said that was his favorite movie of the year. I'm just like,
Oh,
I don't get it.
maybe I'm gonna have to watch this movie.
Dude, like I don't think like not much happened in the movie. Or maybe I'm
I
just
can't.
like forgetting too much of it. I
I
don't
don't
know,
know,
dude.
dude. You, I trust your analysis of films, and that's. I I don't know how this movie. What minute thing could have been missed that would have redeemed like the overarching story of that movie.
The ending just felt so it just felt flat for me. I don't like oh this is it? This is really what happened? And like I don't know, it's like what am I expecting, you know? I think Evangelion ruined a lot of shit for me.
Yeah,
Um,
Evangelion's kind of a tough one, dude. I'm
but
so excited for us to go see Evangelion.
oh, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped.
For the viewer,
Um,
the anime film that we discussed a few episodes back that I watched with my brother is re-releasing in theaters,
hmm
which that's gonna be.
for 2 days
It,
only.
when was the last time you watched it,
Years ago.
dude? It's
No, I mean
so
like probably
different.
2 years ago.
For me, at least, it was
Um,
so different from my recollection, and it was like haunting.
yeah, dude, um, so uh, I told my lady that that was coming out, and then she's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh wow, like okay, so like, do you want to start it? And I'm like,
Nice. You think you will?
no, but like, no, probably will, but like, I just had hesitation because I don't know that, yeah,
Dude,
dude,
it's
like
a.
that, it's heavy.
Oh my god, it's a whole different. It's a thing unto itself.
It really is. And like, I've been wanting to watch it again, so like, I'm glad, and I have the Blu-ray
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
of the
you were
whole
saying that.
show, because like, I want to see the regular dub, um,
Ooh, that'd be
not the
nice.
Netflix dub,
Mm-hmm.
but when we see it in theaters, it's sub. So I don't know
I
what I'm
like
gonna do.
that. You
Uh,
should you should
but
watch it when you rewatch it. Watch it in the subs. If you watch it solo,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, I was telling my lady that if she wanted to watch it, we should just watch the dub. It was going to be a
Yeah,
lot
for
more
sure.
digestible. Dude, I went to see
Yeah, there's
the
just
Demon Slayer movie.
oh yeah.
Ugh, not worth it.
No, no.
It was a very nice
Is this the
night.
third movie? The second movie?
This is so they did the Mugen Train movie, and then the last
Mm-hmm.
movie is how they did this one, which is they they did a little recap of like each arc that was like 2 or 3 minutes long. Then they
Mm-hmm.
played the entire last episode of the previous season, and then they played
What?
2 episodes edited like a movie of the next season. It was it doesn't work as like a theatrical release.
Huh. Do
It
you think
it
they're just like going after that Mugen Train money? They're like that
absolutely.
made so much money. Let's keep pushing it out.
And I could tell that the people in the theater. First of all, we went and saw it subbed, and there were people that like brought their kids, and I was like, I don't know
Oh,
if
and
they
thought it was gonna be
understand.
dubbed.
Yeah, but I also couldn't tell. I was like, did they bring their kids because they wanted to watch it, and they're just like, it's
Mm,
Demon Slayer. It's not really gonna scare them. They might just think it's cool. There was one kid that I think was just clearly just on an iPad. Like the parent was like, "Here,
Oh yeah,
put headphones on and play your iPad."
yeah.
But what I didn't like about the way that they structured it was, so they spent like the first like 15 minutes recapping the prior seasons. Then the beginning of the movie is the climax of the previous season. So it's like the highest possible like emotion that they're doing in the show. But you, as the audience, you've already seen it. Like there's nothing
Hmm.
shocking about what's happening. And then like it just gets like, did you finish Swordsmith Village arc?
Nope,
It was my
nope.
least favorite arc by a mile. It wasn't even a good arc. The last episode was really annoying, and then I had to sit there for half an hour and rewatch it with the same pacing. Like they never treated you as the audience as like, all right, you've already seen this. Let's like cut out some of like the two like a character death that's you sitting there have already seen that this is a fake out. So why are you
Hmm.
making me sit through 10 minutes of a fake out death again? After
Why did they
like
show
I don't know.
the last episode is
It made no
so
sense.
strange.
And
Like they
then
didn't have enough shit.
the next hour was like the beginning of the new season, which means nothing happened. It was all just what happens after the battle, and then like the
Hmm.
very beginnings of like the setup for the next arc. And it ended like a regular episode when you sit there and you're like, "Oh, that's the end of the episode." And they started rolling like the ending, but not like the ending credits, like the anime ending. And
Hmm.
me and my brother are like, "All right, movie's over," and start like getting our stuff together to go. Nobody in the theater moved. So then me and Sam were like, "All right, oh
What?
yeah." So then we're sitting there and we're like, "All right, maybe we didn't see something. Maybe there's an after credits. Like who knows?" So we kind of like hung out a little bit, but we're both sitting there like, "No, like this is what they're doing for these movies." And then just the credits rolled, and I could hear like this anger, just like, what the heck was that? And I'm like, oh dude, nobody told them that this movie was going to be
Oh no.
half recap that you've of just full episodes you've already seen, and then 45 minutes of new content.
Yeah, yeah, that doesn't cut it.
No, and it's a
That's
shame
not
because it
worth
was a
it.
nice night. I enjoyed going with my bro and getting some dinner and seeing a
Hmm.
movie. But I was like, God damn, dude, this show is not good enough to pull this bullshit.
Nope. Dude,
Especially not after a
when I went and
incredibly weak
saw,
third season.
I haven't seen anything since Mugen Train.
You should definitely watch the next arc, the Entertainment District.
Hmm.
It's incredible. And then
Okay,
the
I'll
season
watch that.
3 is so bad. But apparently that's like a
Do
thing that
people?
like I'm seeing online that people did not like
Oh,
that
really?
arc.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Okay.
I just don't
That gives
know
you
if
more
that
hope.
show has legs.
I don't know if it does. Yeah, dude. Like when I saw Mugen Train, like two people there told me that Demon Slayer was their favorite show, and I watched all of it that day to prepare for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't see it. You know, I saw 4 episodes, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch the
Yeah,
whole thing and then go see the movie. Um,
like I
and
love
like
Mugen
I
Train.
asked them like why. I was like, why is
Yeah,
Demon Slayer like your favorite? And they're like, the animation. It's like,
it's like listen, brother, that's just
that's
technology.
yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's good. It's good to look at, but like, you say that that's your favorite because it looks good. I don't know.
I think that's what's carrying Demon Slayer to this point.
I think it is.
And honestly, seasons 2 and season 3,
UFO table, right?
like, yeah. And it's like I kind of feel like that with the Fate franchise. Like, I don't really love the Fate
Mm-hmm.
story, but the fights are awesome.
Yep. Survived off that for a long time.
But it's like Fate also has like a billion side things of like gotcha games and like
Oh
all
yeah,
sorts of shit that people
it goes
love.
so deep.
Demon Slayer is
It's
like
crazy.
40 episodes where the only redeeming quality is like cool like integration of 3D animation.
Maybe like one hype moment, one or two hype moments.
There are some hype. I will like Entertainment District Arc and Mugen Train have some like legitimately great moments.
Hmm.
But other than that, I don't. You, I understand with like shows. Like my lady and I started watching Hunter x Hunter, and like I love Hunter x Hunter.
Oh
It's in my
yeah.
top three. But the
Hmm.
beginning is a little bit brutal. Like you gotta
Absolutely.
get, but like it all works out because all the characters end up like the characterization really works. For something like
Hmm.
Demon Slayer, dude, if you're 40 plus, probably 50 or 60 episodes into your story,
Hmm.
and I don't care about anything besides just the visuals, like you're failing as like a storyteller.
Yeah. At that point, you just lost the plot. Can't get
And like
back.
now they're doing weird shit. Oh, did you finish Jujutsu Kaisen season 2?
Still no. I
Bro,
started watching,
you
dude.
gotta wrap it. It's so
I
nice.
know, dude. I started watching it on my Oculus last night because I set up my
Oh,
Oculus to my
no
computer,
way. That's awesome.
and dude, it's cool. Like you can like set up windows and shit. Like different
Yeah,
windows for shit. Um, I got like 2 minutes in, and then it died because it was out of battery. But I got it. I got to watch it. I got to finish it.
that
Cause
show.
I've been wanting to watch another anime.
It's Jujutsu Kaisen did something at the end of the newest season that has like fully pulled me into the hype of like this could be the contender for like the next Attack on Titan style like
Hmm.
epic.
Hmm.
It's
Okay,
very cool,
I'm hyped.
dude. I
Um.
can I hit with one or two things I had on my notes.
Oh yeah, yeah, good.
So I some of this I'm not sure if these are one liners or just bits or legitimate conversation starters. I really can't
I feel
tell.
that, dude.
Some of these I gotta just skip right over to. Well,
Yep.
here's what I want to know. I was thinking about this the other day, and it's like those like really heartwarming videos of when they like put the disabled kid into like a football game and they let him score a
Yeah.
touchdown.
Hmm.
I I want to know, do they put the points on the scoreboard?
Depends how close the game is.
Well, even if you were getting blown out, even if you were blowing the other team out, like when, at what point, like really, is this high school kid looking at the scoreboard and he's like, all right, so we were losing 42 to nothing. Now we're losing 49 to nothing. We weren't even, like we were trying to be nice.
I think they put it on the scoreboard.
They
In
have
those
to put it on the
cases,
scoreboard.
they have to. Because, like, at that point, that kid gets off the field. He's like,
He's gonna
where's my
look.
touchdown?
Oh,
Yeah.
so that one thought brought so much like I had like a full internal struggle sitting
Oh,
there
yeah.
being like, damn, like if you are on the other team, like what does a situation have to be? Like, yeah, it's a great thing, but you're looking at the scoreboard and you're like, come on. Like that's 7 points. That's a lot of points.
But, like, at that point, you can be like, hey, you guys could have tackled him and you didn't.
If it's a well that
You could have laid him
you
out.
can't yeah you can, you could have put Darren Sharper, the hardest hitting safety in the league.
Could have Ed
It's
Reed
like,
that boy.
dude, you watch like the basketball ones, and it's just some dude and he goes out there and starts schwacking threes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like
Steph Curry ruined pickup basketball.
he, yeah, absolutely. Like at what point? How many threes do you let him swish before somebody, takes a Wemby step out and just bam?
It's a good point.
He goes, no, no, no.
Again, how close is the game? It's like if, but also at that point, it's like a competitor, like you know, the like the competitor like inside you. You're like, I
Yeah,
can't let this happen. At
it's a
some point.
nice thing, but like points mean something.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. It brought in a lot of moral ambiguity. It was a bad thing. And then what are the other thing I
Do,
saw today? Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
mm? Oh no, good.
I a girl that we know had on like a Snap story today. Something about like it's so weird when I'm like going in. She's an elementary school teacher, and she's like, it's so weird when like my rap heavy metal playlist comes on in my car right before I go in to teach these students. So I see that, and obviously it's like a picture of like her dashboard, so you can see the
Mm-hmm.
song. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, that's actually like pretty interesting. Like, all right, you're listening to like heavy metal rap, and it's not like Limp Bizkit or something. So I'm like, I gotta look this up. This might be kind of sick.
Yeah.
I look it up, and I went from like a little bit of like faith in this person, of like maybe I kind of misjudged this person, and they listened to some pretty sick shit on the side, and it immediately was just like it was the fucking like TikTok song for like Sigma males. Like down to dim dim down to dim dim down to dim dim down but then it is
So
it
like New Age Hollywood Undead vibes.
dude, it was, if you heard this song, it would immediately, you'd be like, I've heard this in a million like cringy like American Psycho badass moment like
Oh yeah.
short videos. And then I'm sitting there like feeling like superior, and then I'm like, actually, I'm fucking the dumb one because
I'm the
I
loser. Yeah.
recognize that this song is from Sigma Male Shorts. And
Oh
I'm like,
wait.
damn it, which
Is it
of
the
us
one
is the
that
real
like
loser?
that like will like show something and then like it like cuts and then it's like and it's
Exactly.
like the different
Oh yeah, like boom,
hmm
boom, like flash. Yeah, it was that
yeah
song. And like,
hmm
at first I was like, oh my
oh
god,
no.
what a loser! I'm actually so cool. I'm so much cooler than this person. And then I'm like, damn it, I recognize the fucking stupid Sigma Male song. I'm the loser.
I am picturing like a like a TikTok of like a smaller dude and it's like don't change for her, be the change that you want to be, and then it's like cut to this dude's now ripped and it's different
Exactly.
shots of him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's some. Yeah, and it's always like it's that or like a movie scene of like a like one of those things that you think of to say later in the shower, but the character just immediately knew to say it.
Yeah.
Dude, it threw me off
And then
so bad today.
it cuts to different stills
Bam,
of
bam,
them
bam,
looking
down,
cool.
bam, bam, down, bam,
Yeah.
bam, down, bam, bam.
Oh no.
Dude, it was so bad. It was so bad. I did that
Dude,
today. It was nice.
I've been someone's been burning a hole in my pocket, dude. I It's been bugging me. Something I'm not sure if I brought up on a pod yet. Uh it really bugs me when like I like ask like my coworkers or something. I'm like, "Oh, hey, by the way, I," and then like they're like, "No." Like but as a joke,
Ew.
you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like no,
I
like
do know,
it's like the
but
no, but it's like it's always or like, "Oh, hey, like could you print something for me?" No. Just kidding, like what is like, but like how are you supposed to act in that
yeah. What do you want
interaction?
me to? You gotta punch him in the arm, and be like, you
How
got me.
yeah, like I don't know, dude. It's like an impossible answer for me. It's like what do you want me to do?
That that goes with me with like one of those like mundane lines that you sometimes get in like a situation with like it's usually in some sort of like businessy setting. I
Mm,
hate when somebody hits you with, so what's your story? that
Like why you're there.
instantly, or just like general, just like not even like, hey, I'm so and so, like tell me about yourself. Like someone's like trying to like get to know you, but instead they go, so
Yeah.
what's your story? It's like, huh? All right, person who thinks that they're in some like social power over me.
Yeah,
Like, what do you
like
mean?
who thinks they're in like a movie?
Where should I begin? Like,
Well,
it was a
it
rainy
all started.
Wednesday at Boop Hospital.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah. Sometimes people just hit you with things you're just like, I how do I even answer that?
Yeah,
How do I
it's always
respond?
so strange when someone puts you in like, cause like I feel pretty like socially adept sometimes, but it's like
Mhm.
there's times when people say something I'm like, I have there's no words in my head right now besides just like computing like whatever that
That's
was
me
you just
most of the
said.
time. That's literally me most of the time. I'm like people are like, hey, like, and like,
I
the
actually
gears are
locked
always
somebody up today a
spinning.
little bit. I was chuckling to myself today, and I'm gonna start using this more to people. But I walked into this room today at work, and this dude's like up work on this ladder, guy I don't know. Excuse me. And he's like got his radio playing, and he's playing it was Elton John. So I come
Mm.
walking in, and I'm like working in the room too, and Elton John's playing. And I just kind of looked at that, I was like, Elton John, dude, like, yeah, he's pretty good. And the guy's like, yeah, man, I like Elton John. And I let like 20, 30 seconds pass, and I'm like, you know, this guy was gay?
No.
And I just let that, and the guy's like, I could feel it like hitting him like three times, and
uh,
he's like, yeah, everyone knows that. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't think he was. And then I just left. I just left the
oh,
room.
nice, nice.
Oh my god, I really like that. I hope that guy's still thinking about that in some ways.
Oh, absolutely. Dude's like, what the fuck?
But
What
I'm
was he
now gonna
talking
start
about?
anytime Elton John's playing, just approach the room as if it's not common knowledge. Be like, did you guys know that this guy was gay? Like, what the heck? What's that all about?
Start start hitting me with facts that they should know. With start hitting me with common knowledge.
Well, that used to be a big thing at work with me and my cuz, where we'd walk into a room and whatever song was playing, because it's always like classic rock or something, or like
Mhm.
70s soft rock, and it's all these like 40-year-old, 50-year-old dudes, and they love nothing more than correcting people. So we would walk in, and let's say it's like, I don't know, like a Steve Miller song's playing. You
Mhm.
walk in and you just say a band that's close but clearly wrong. And you walk in and you
Nice.
just say to the other guy, like, dude, I love this song, dude. I love Journey. And just immediately somebody will just pop out of the woodwork like, this is not Journey. Are you
Yeah,
serious? And you're like,
yeah.
I'm pretty
Someone's
sure this
mad
is Journey.
immediately.
Yeah, it sets people off.
That's a good one. I feel like if you're talking about the cuz that I know, I feel like he's hit that. He's hit that to me.
It's this is Big Cuz.
Oh, big cuz. Oh,
This
okay,
is Big
okay.
Cuz, which makes it
That's a
all the
good one though.
funnier because he's got a real
Yeah.
nice way of doing it. And he's got a real nice shocked face to look at someone and go like,
Yeah. Oh,
no, actually, I don't think it is. I don't think it is Steve Miller. I've never heard of that band. And you just watch some 45-year-old turn like purple and be like, oh my god, do people don't even know music anymore?
oh yeah, dude. It kills him.
It's so
Um,
nice. But yeah, I'm so tickled about about the Elton John. Did you know that this guy was
he's
gay?
definitely still thinking about it.
I've never
Absolutely still
heard this
thinking
before.
about
I heard this on the radio today.
it. All right, buddy. I think I gotta go.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, dude.
I'll stop my